These are some of the biggest issues in Jurassic World Rebirth. The product placement in this film was heavily used, for example when the Snickers bar malfunctions the door to the D-Rex. First of all, why would any food be allowed in a lab, and this shit ain't Final Destination. The horror aspects were very disappointing, especially when they promised us that we were going back to the original roots of the franchise. They should have given us more gory kills, and most of them were off camera. It's almost like this movie is so petrified to show any brutality. The pacing was all over the place and it was way too fast at certain parts. And the best way to describe this film is it's like you're eating fast food. The structure of the movie is very weird, it doesn't really have a beginning or an ending, but I did prefer the final act compared to the second. The baby dinosaur Dolores was pretty cute, however, they knew exactly what they were doing because it's clearly used to sell toys. The pointless side plot of the family changed absolutely nothing and they didn't contribute to the plot. And the writing of this movie isn't very good. It's like the writer David Coep found an unfinished Jurassic Park script and pieced the rest of it together using AI. And overall the writing was just very cookie cutter. The dialogue is also terrible with hit or miss jokes. And the jokes mainly come from the boyfriend character. He is very annoying in my opinion and he seemed way too calm and relaxed. The D-Rex is the biggest waste of potential, and the sad part is they used it to promote the film, and it's only cool for the 5 minutes it had on screen. Back to the characters' deaths, they were very lackluster and barely anybody died, and it was obvious who was going to get disposed of, the characters that nobody cares about. And the movie builds up this momentum with these intense anxiety-inducing action sequences, but then it cuts away because it's too afraid to be intriguing. The marketing for this film wasn't the best, especially when it comes to the trailers. They did the film no justice. They give away the majority of the plot, especially that T-Rex Raft River sequence from the old novel. And the predictability was off the charts with this one. You knew what was going to happen every step of the way, what dinosaur comes next, and who's going to die. And even though the CGI of the dinosaurs looks great, we need to go back to practical effects. And the title, Rebirth, doesn't make too much sense because this film doesn't push the franchise forward or do anything new. And Mahershala Ali's character's fake out death was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I was genuinely curious to see how he got away. And finally, the ending to Rebirth is rather odd because it doesn't end on a cliffhanger and it almost feels like Jurassic Park 3 in a way.